Hi everyone, welcome to Love Addiction series. Today I want to ask you a question. Are you truly in love with the person, or are you in love with the feeling of being chosen? Sometimes what we call love is actually a deeper hunger to feel seen, to feel chosen, to finally feel like we matter to someone. And if you grow up feeling invisible, emotional, neglected, then being chosen can feel intoxicating. That attention gives you a rush, a sense of worth that you didn't know how to give yourself. Your brain releases dopamine like using drugs, and I mean it. And suddenly you feel like you are finally enough. But here is the truth: you might not actually be in love with them. You might be in love with how they make you feel about yourself. You cling to the attention and the future you fantasize in your mind, not because of who they truly are, but because of how deeply you want to feel chosen. You start obsessing, overanalyzing, and romanticizing every single detail. You barely know this person, but they become the center of your world. If they pull away even slightly, your nervous system panics. You wonder what you did wrong. You start chasing and trying to be better just to win that feeling back. But that isn't love. That is your inner child, desperately trying to feel wanted and loved. And it's a survival response, not a soul connection. And when that person leaves or the dynamic shifts, it doesn't just hurt, it feels like your whole identity is falling apart. You blame yourself. You wonder why you are never enough. You confuse rejection with the proof of unworthiness. Some people even go through withdrawal, both emotional and physical pain like grief, anxiety. They cannot get out of bed, they lose their appetite, or they cannot focus at work. It feels like they lost their whole existence. Your worth was never supposed to depend on being chosen. Real love doesn't come from someone picking you. Real love is two people choosing each other, not from fear or emptiness, but from the truth and alignment. So ask yourself gently, and do I love this person, their soul and their values, or do I love the version of myself when I'm being chosen? Because the moment you realize that you don't need to be chosen to feel worthy, you stop chasing, everything shifts. You are enough. And I say this again, you are already enough and whole on your own. When you begin to choose yourself, that's where real love begins.